Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you've had a really good week. Just getting into the cold weather actually, which I'm not really a fan of. I hope you're all doing better with the cooler weather than I am. We're doing this from Monday, May Monday, the 8th or the 9th, whatever it is, it's a Monday, through to Sunday the 15th of May. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. So just to let you know how I work, so I work with my spirit guides, and what I say to them is I ask them to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, practices, anything at all that they feel would be relevant for you all out there. Okay, beautiful. Just give me a second and we'll start. All right, that's an interesting question, quite a big one actually. They're talking about your purpose. They just said, what's your purpose? And you know, your purpose can be defined in a lot of different ways. Your purpose as a partner, as a professional, in your career, as a brother or a sister, as a friend, regardless what it is. But they're really talking about, a little bit more underneath that in what's your purpose that you have when you get up each morning. Where is your intent? Where is your focus going to be? And it's that thing about, really asking yourself and checking in with yourself. Is your purpose for today to, be centered and to be grounded within yourself? They're just telling me quite a few people out there need a little bit more grounding. It's that thing where you will be able to reach for the heights a lot easier when you're more grounded because you've got more foundation to work from. But it's that thing also about it's going to give you clarity, it's going to give you energy as well, being grounded. But it's that thing about really asking yourself, what's my purpose for today, for the week? Your whole life, they're saying that's such a biggie. And through your life, your purpose does change at times. So, I get asked this question sometimes in readings, what's my life purpose? And they just said then, everyone's life purpose is to experience life on this planet at this moment. There are a lot of different aspects of that, a lot of different ways that we can experience. They're saying really foundationally that's what it is, and it's about creating more love with that experience as well. So maybe just ask yourself, what's my purpose for this coming week? Write it down in a goal. There's studies showing that I think it's like 70% of goals, when you actually write them down and date them, are accomplished. When you do that, when you don't write things down, they're actually not. So try it out for the week, see how you go. Okay, we'll get into Monday. Just give me a second here. Monday. Okay, so Monday is a little bit about grounding, but it's also that thing about, really allowing yourself to be a little bit more free-flowing. There's a bit of tension I can feel around workplaces. There's workplaces, a little bit in relationships, socially. Workplaces is a little bit more, and they're saying not just in the actual workplace, but the way you're seeing your work and the way that you're operating within your career, profession, whatever you want to call it, within that. So it's about being a little bit more free-flowing, and it's about opening yourself up to what I can achieve instead of what am I limited to achieving. In saying that, they're telling me it's good to know what you feel limited with, so then you can actually burst past those limits as well. Just to have an awareness of that, not to get stuck into it, but just to acknowledge it, be honest about it. Okay, this is where I feel limited. Okay, cool. We've got something to work from now on. All right, so a bit more free flow, a little bit more grounding Monday. Tuesday, it's coming in Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday they're saying it's about speaking your truth. And I can see this is a little bit more based around relationships, but it's also about yourself as well. So they're saying it's about speaking your truth, and it's not about, telling people, oh, I feel like this and I feel like this, and I think you're an asshole the other day or whatever. It's not about that. But it's that thing about speaking your truth from more of a foundational level. Where are you at the moment? What do you want? What do you want to accomplish? And where do you want to go from here? What's your intent behind this? So, yeah, it's that, reminds me of one of my guides. I'll call him a guide, he's a master guide. He said to me quite a long time ago, he looked at me very seriously, looked me right in the eyes and said, speak what you know and know what you speak. And so it's that thing about really being honest and clear within your communication, both to yourself and other people. Okay, so Wednesday, what's on Wednesday? Okay, they're talking about balance here, so I was like, okay, what's this about? So talking about balance and emotional balance, and about mental balance, and they're saying that balance right across the board, mainly around emotions and emotional balance, but they're saying that quite a few people out there have got more balance than they realize, but they're not actually seeing it because they're trying to accomplish more. They're feeling like they're not accomplishing what they feel or what in their ideal they've created for themselves. So it's that thing too about recognizing the balance that you've got. They're saying that everything can be grown where from this, when you're able to, check out and go, okay, well, maybe this stuff isn't perfect, but really it's, things are never really going to be perfect. It's that thing. So see what balance you've got in there, congratulate yourself for that, feel good about that, and then you can build upon that. Okay, so getting on to Thursday, what's on Thursday? All right, so this is about seeing things a bit more clearly as well. So this is about, and that's funny because I just mentioned talking about opening up your third eye and stuff like that and seeing clairvoyantly, and what this is as well. It's also, they're talking about having gratitude, and if you want to see things more clairvoyantly, the best tip I can give to you from personal experience, this isn't from spirit, this is from me, is to start really allowing yourself to feel with your clairvoyant sight, and use that as a base in which you can work from. That's one thing I always fall back on when I'm doing medium type work, is I start feeling what I'm seeing, and then from there it just goes up. You do start saying clearly, but they're talking about gratitude. So it's really about having gratitude for what's around you, what you're doing, and what you've been able to, saying traverse as well, so what you've been able to get through. Okay, get on to Friday. What's on Friday? Okay, so Friday, it's another just get rid of it day. Okay, so how many things do you say to yourself, or do you think, or do you say to other people that you go, shit, do I really need to recycle this again? It could be about not feeling good, about feeling like you're not accomplishing, about, I haven't got this or I haven't got that. So take notice of this, and then it's as easy as saying, okay, I do not align myself with this anymore. I ask Spirit to take this from me. I let myself go of this. And then actually flip it into the exact opposite. So what would that be? I'm fabulous, I'm wonderful, I'm accomplishing, I feel great within myself, I'm healthy, I have beautiful friends, or whatever the case, beautiful job. And then when it pops up again, then congratulate yourself for being honest and flipping it. Then when it pops up again, because it will continue to pop up for a while, recognize it again, be honest, do the same process, congratulate yourself, and go from there. So throw that shit out, the shit that you don't need. Okay, so Saturday, what's on Saturday? Okay, so they're saying it's about like flow here, and it's about writing things a little bit more easily, and it's about allowing yourself to have a little bit of mental space as well, actually. They're saying that the worst contamination that goes on is what we actually give to ourselves, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, this sort of thing. So, give yourself a little bit more space. And, this is actually going to Sunday. So Sunday is about freedom and acceptance, and, acceptance and surrender, they get thrown around a lot. But what it can be is, sort of that thing about going, well, actually, yeah, I do realize that I've got some stinking thinking going on, or I do realize that I'm not acknowledging, the beauty that's around me, the support that's around me, this sort of thing. So it's about allowing yourself to surrender into it, about being honest with that, about allowing that to flow through you. They're telling me that's it. Okay, I love it. It's funny how they just say sometimes, right, that's the end of the session. Okay, so I want to thank you for joining me. I'm going to be doing a video up next about programs and how to recognize programs. I had somebody message me and ask me about this a couple of weeks ago. I said I'll do a video specifically on this. So, that'll be coming up next. So if you'd like to have a session with me, you can find me on obviously Facebook, YouTube, Insta. Got a website as well, Google page. Google page is under Golden Lotus, which was my old name, but all the rest of them are under David M. John. So if you'd like to have a consult or like to have a chat or book in with some sessions or mentoring with me, please give me a call. More than happy to have a chat. I prefer actually calling or messages than emails. Okay, beautiful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you soon. All right, big love.